Today we're going to break down a topic that's super important whether you're buying or selling a home in Pittsburgh, PA. Home inspections. There is a lot to cover, so stick with me as we go through the contract, the different types of inspections available, and what happens after the inspection when it's time to negotiate. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, having fun, and moving in Pittsburgh, then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to find out what's happening here in Pittsburgh. I'm Krista Lorenzo, and I get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making a move in Pittsburgh, and I absolutely love it. Whether you're buying or selling in 1 week or 1 year, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email so I can help you make a smooth move in Pittsburgh. Whether you're buying or selling a home in Pennsylvania, the standard real estate contract gives you 3 basic options after home inspections. 1, accept the home as is. 2, terminate during the due diligence period and have the hand money returned. Or 3, enter into negotiation between the buyer and seller to address any issues found. Buyers typically have 10 days to complete their inspections and submit their requests. Then the sellers have 5 days to respond. Then the buyers have 2 days to reply back. This timeline is quick, but it helps keep things moving. And when you're going through and waiting to hear, those days can seem really long. If you're entering into negotiations after inspections, which is typically the case, you've got a few different ways that you can ask for things to be addressed. You can ask the seller to repair the issue before closing. You can request a price reduction to cover the cost of repairs, or you can ask the seller to credit you at closing towards your closing costs. We'll talk more about the pros and cons of these in a bit, but first, let's discuss the different types of inspections you might encounter. Number 1, the general home inspection. The general home inspection is your full checkup. The inspector will look at the foundation, electrical systems, plumbing, the roof, and much more. This is crucial for uncovering any potential issues before closing on the home. Number 2, radon inspection. Radon is a naturally occurring gas, and here in Pittsburgh, it's something you want to keep an eye on. It can seep into homes through cracks in the foundation, and long-term exposure can be harmful. The EPA has determined that 4.0 picoliters is the threshold for recommending mitigation. A radon mitigation system is usually a simple fix and comes in around $1,200. Number 3, pest inspections. This inspection looks for any unwanted guests like termites or other pests that could damage the home, like carpenter bees or carpenter ants. Lenders will typically require evidence of pest treatment prior to closing if they are found during the inspection. Number 4, sewer line inspection. This one's growing in popularity, especially for older homes, but honestly, we've seen issues with newer lines lately as well. A sewer line inspection involves sending a camera down the pipes to check for cracks or blockages. And this can save you from some nasty, literally nasty, surprises later on. And number 5, a mold inspection. Mold can often be hidden, lurking in basements, attic, or walls. If a home inspector sees something that they think could potentially be mold, they will recommend getting a mold inspection. Depending on the home, you might also have some specialized inspections like a pool inspection. Always consult with your inspector to see what they recommend based on the home's age, location, and condition. Okay, so all the inspections are complete and now it's time to negotiate. There are a few different ways to approach this. Request repairs be made prior to closing, ask for a price reduction, or ask for a credit. The price reduction means that you're asking for the cost of the repairs to be knocked off the sales price. The request for a credit means the seller is offering you a credit at closing to help cover these costs. So let's break down the pros and cons of a price reduction versus a seller credit. So first, a price reduction. The pros. A lower sales price means lower taxes and commissions since both of these numbers are based on the sales price. It also means that when your property is reassessed in the future for taxes, it'll be based on that lower sales price, which could potentially save money down the line. The con? You'll need to come up with the cash to cover the repairs after closing, which could be challenging if you're tight on funds. A seller credit. The pros. A seller credit keeps more cash in your pocket because it can be applied directly to your closing costs, reducing the amount of out-of-pocket money you need at closing and keeping that in your account for paying for that repair. The cons? You won't benefit from the long-term savings on property taxes that you could with the price reduction. The seller might limit the amount they're willing to give as a credit, and the lender might limit the amount you can do as a credit based on your type of loan and the amount of your down payment. Typically, buyers who are working with a tight budget and need to minimize their upfront costs prefer a seller's credit. But if you have more flexibility, a price reduction often makes more sense for long-term savings on taxes and closing costs. Understanding your inspection options and how to negotiate can make a huge difference in your real estate experience. The key is to stay informed, ask questions, and lean on your real estate agent to help guide you through the process. Have any questions? Drop them in the comments below. And like I said, whether you're moving in 1 week or 1 year, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email so I can help you make a smooth move in Pittsburgh. Until next time, I hope to show you around town.